A lion's life is not just a story of power, but a complete system of survival, discipline, and responsibility. From the moment a lion is born, its life is shaped by the rules of nature. Every action it takes has a purpose, and every day is about survival, strength, and balance. A lion usually lives in a group called a pride. This pride is like a family. It mostly includes lionesses, their cubs, and one or two adult male lions. Each member has a role to play. The male lion is known for his strength and dominance, but he does not usually hunt. His main responsibility is to protect the pride and its territory. He uses his powerful roar to warn other lions to stay away. This roar can be heard from miles away and acts as a signal that the area is already claimed. The lionesses are the primary hunters. They work together as a team and use smart strategies to catch prey. Instead of rushing, they move slowly and quietly through the grass, getting closer to their target. At the right moment, they attack with speed and coordination. Their prey often includes animals like deer, zebras, and antelope. Hunting is not always successful, and sometimes they fail, which means the pride may go hungry for a while. After a successful hunt, the pride gathers to eat. The male lion usually eats first, followed by the lionesses, and then the cubs. This order shows the structure and discipline within the pride. Even though it may seem harsh, it is part of their natural system. Rest is also a very important part of a lion's life. Lions spend most of their day sleeping or resting, especially during the hot hours. A lion can rest for up to 16 to 20 hours a day. This helps them save energy because hunting requires a lot of strength and effort. One of the most challenging parts of a male lion's life is fighting. If another male lion enters his territory, a fight can happen. These fights are serious and can sometimes lead to death. The stronger lion wins and takes control of the pride. This is how leadership changes in the wild. Cubs are an important part of the pride's life. Lionesses take care of them and teach them everything they need to survive. At first, cubs play and learn basic skills. Slowly, they start practicing hunting and become stronger. These early lessons prepare them for adult life. As a male lion grows older, he becomes weaker. At some point, a younger and stronger lion challenges him. If he loses, he has to leave the pride and live alone. Life alone is much harder because he has to hunt by himself and protect himself without any support. A lion's life is a continuous struggle. It is not easy or comfortable. Every day brings new challenges, whether it is finding food, protecting the family, or surviving against rivals. But through all of this, the lion lives with strength, courage, and determination. This life teaches an important lesson. True strength is not just about power, but also about responsibility, patience, and never giving up, no matter how difficult life becomes. As time moves forward, the next phase of a lion's life brings new challenges, new responsibilities, and a deeper understanding of survival. This stage is more intense, more competitive, and more demanding than before. In this season of life, the lion is fully mature and at the peak of his strength. His body is powerful, his mane is thick and dominant, and his roar carries authority across the land. Now, he is not just a member of the pride, he is its leader. Every movement he makes reflects confidence and control. His main role in this stage is protection. He constantly patrols his territory, marking it with scent and roaring to remind others that this land belongs to him. Any intruder is seen as a threat. If another male lion enters, a fight is almost certain. These battles are not for pride alone, but for survival and leadership. Winning means keeping his family safe. Losing means losing everything. While the lionesses continue to hunt, the male lion stays alert. He watches over the pride, especially the cubs. He may not hunt often, but his presence alone keeps many dangers away. Hyenas, leopards, and other predators think twice before coming near when a strong male lion is around. This stage also brings growth in the pride. Cubs are now growing into young lions. They are more active, more curious, and more involved in learning real survival skills. The lion observes them closely. Even without direct teaching, his presence influences them. They learn confidence, dominance, and awareness by watching him. However, this season is not peaceful. Challenges come more frequently. Rival lions may form coalitions and attempt to take over the pride. These groups are dangerous because they are stronger together. The lion must stay prepared at all times. Even a small mistake can cost him his position. Despite his strength, time slowly begins to affect him. It is not sudden, but small signs start to appear. He may get tired more quickly, his movements may lose a bit of speed, and his fights become harder. Still, his experience makes him wise. He knows when to fight and when to avoid unnecessary risk. Eventually, a powerful young lion arrives to challenge him. This is the most difficult moment of his life. The fight is intense, filled with energy, aggression, and determination. The older lion gives everything he has, using both strength and experience. But nature follows its own rules. If he wins, he continues as the king, stronger in reputation than ever. But if he loses, he must leave the pride behind. This moment is not just about defeat, it is about transition. His time as leader ends, and a new chapter begins. This season of a lion's life shows the reality of power. It is not permanent. It must be defended every day. It also teaches that leadership comes with pressure, responsibility, and constant challenges. The lion, even in his strongest days, lives with the understanding that nothing lasts forever. And yet, he continues to stand tall, face every challenge, and protect what is his for as long as he can. After the loss of leadership, the lion enters the later season of his life, a stage of reflection, survival, and quiet resilience. No longer the dominant male of a pride, he now lives a more solitary existence. This stage is very different from the peak of power he once enjoyed, yet it carries its own lessons and dignity. In this phase, the lion spends most of his days wandering alone through the savanna. He avoids confrontations with stronger rivals, seeking safety over dominance. Hunting becomes a daily challenge because, without the support of the pride, he must rely entirely on his own strength, strategy, and experience. Unlike in his prime, where the lion could rely on the lionesses for food, now every meal requires patience, timing, and cleverness. Some days he goes hungry, and his body feels the strain of age and effort. Despite the hardships, he adapts. Experience guides him. He knows the safest hunting spots, understands the movements of prey, and can often catch smaller or weaker animals with less effort. He moves silently, resting during the heat of the day, and hunting at dawn or dusk when the land is cooler and shadows provide cover. Even in solitude, the lion's life remains disciplined, structured by nature's unspoken rules. During this stage, the lion may occasionally encounter other lions, sometimes rivals, sometimes young males who are testing their strength. He must be cautious. While he may not have the full energy of youth, his experience makes him dangerous in unexpected ways. Many younger lions respect or fear him, knowing that age comes with wisdom and skill, even if not raw power. The lion also spends time observing the new generation of lions. He watches as young males fight to take over prides and young cubs play under the protection of their mothers. Through them, he feels a sense of connection to life continuing. Even if he no longer leads, he remains part of the natural order, an observer, a guardian of stories and lessons passed down through survival. Rest becomes more important now. He spends long hours lying under the shade of trees, letting the wind cool him and conserving his energy. But when necessary, he moves with precision and purpose. Each step, each hunt, each decision is measured. Age has slowed him physically, but sharpened his mind. This later season also teaches humility and acceptance. The lion understands that dominance is temporary, that every life follows a cycle. He faces fewer dangers from rivals because he avoids unnecessary fights, but he is more vulnerable to illness, injury, and the harsh realities of nature. Still, he meets each challenge with the quiet strength that comes from decades of survival. In these final years, the lion's life is less about conquest and more about endurance. He survives, he observes, he reflects, and he adapts. He sees the cycle of life in the young cubs, the struggles of the young males, and the ongoing rhythm of the savanna. Even in solitude, he is part of the story of the land, part of the unbroken chain of life. Eventually, when the lion's life comes to an end, it is peaceful. Surrounded by the land that has witnessed his entire journey, from a playful cub to a strong leader and then a wise elder, he rests. His body becomes part of the earth, his story absorbed into the rhythm of the wild. Though he is gone, the lessons of his life, the strength, courage, patience, and resilience live on in the land, in the pride, and in the generations that follow. This season of life shows that a lion's journey is not defined only by power or dominance, but by the way he adapts, survives, and contributes to the natural order until the very end. It is a life of struggle, wisdom, endurance, and respect for the cycles of nature.